Hello there Nintendo GBR fans, great to be back. Apologies for not making a video or videos for some time, but you know, life sometimes gets a little bit hectic. But I'm back and I'm really excited. So today I'm going to be talking to you just briefly about some updates in my Nintendo collection. I decided that I kind of wanted to streamline my collection a bit more, as I've discussed before, and I also wanted to get basically mint copies of items that were kind of sentimental when I was growing up. So, the first item being Super Mario Bros. 3, and secondly, Super Mario 64. Now, I already have a box copy of Super Mario 64, which I'll just briefly show you. It's a bit tatty, as you can see in the box here. It's got a bit of the edge torn off at the top here. So, basically, one of my priorities now in my collection is just to buy the games that really meant something to me, so that I don't become a collector where it gets out of hand. But I also want the games to be as mint as possible. So, I'm going to quickly show you Super Mario Bros. 3, and I'm then going to quickly show you Super Mario 64, just to show you that you can still pick up some really good condition, close to mint games for these systems for relatively cheap. So, I'm going to give you some close-ups now. Hope you enjoy them. Okay, so first Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, as you can see, just from here alone, the box is incredibly good. When I saw this online, I had to be kind of critical of it because I was a bit suspicious that it could have been a reproduction. But no, I spoke to the dealer that was selling it, and he was just, no, this is the original one. I think I got a bargain on it. Really pleased with it. The only little dinks I can really see is just up here at the top of the box, tiny slight miscolouring on the P, and then when we turn it over, there's a tiny little dink on the bottom of the box just there. Barring that, fantastic. Now, a friend of mine purchased Super Mario Bros. 3. His is actually mint from a collector, and he paid £150 for his. As you can see, mine is as close to mint as you could get without it being mint, if that makes sense. Even the booklet, absolutely fine. There's a tiny little crease in the booklet just here. It might be hard to pick up on the camera. If I turn it around the other way, you might be able to see it in the light there. But I'll give you 10 seconds to see if you can work out how much I paid for my copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Nintendo. No, it's not £100. It's not £150. Not £200. It was £35 or £32 and £3 postage and packaging to be precise. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, and yeah, I wanted to show that off with you. And next up, Mario 64. Okay, so here is Super Mario 64. So we jump straight in. So yeah, as I said, was trying to get the nicest box that I could possibly get on a budget, and again, I think I've done fantastic here. All the lines are pretty good. Slight imperfection there at the top top left hand side of the box, and the same on the bottom left hand side. Apart from that, the box to me is as mint again as it could be without it being mint. You get the odd little kind of white mark at the top, but for me that really doesn't worry me. The instruction booklet is absolutely mint. Can't get any minter than that. Some promotional materials, which I'll show you in a second. The game itself, that's actually my older game, because the game that I got in this box was ripped on the back. So you always have to make a compromise, but I'm fine with that. Swap that over. And the usual consumer information booklet. Just for comparison purposes, just so you can see the difference, I'm going to put down my old Mario 64 down the bottom here, and obviously the new one at the top. If we just put them together, you should be able to see the difference. A lot cleaner. And again, my old one, you can see the marks on the side, the rip marks on it. Lots of dented areas here. And it was something that I wanted to get sorted out once and for all. So, how much do you think I paid for this? Well, this isn't as great a find as the Super Mario Bros. 3, but I paid £30 for my much better copy of Mario 64. Anyway, I'll just quickly show you these promotional materials, and with the magic of film, there we go. So first one is, I think this is a slightly older poster, Nintendo 64. It just shows you all the games that were out on the system: Banjo, Kazooie, Mario 64, Diddy Kong Racing. You get the idea, showing off all the great titles. And then the slightly earlier one here, Nintendo 64, the new dimension of fun, and it was. And on the other side, you have some Game Boy, looks like Pocket, yeah, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Camera, and the printer promotional materials. And on this one, Game Boy Pocket again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed those videos and my updates to the collection. Any comments, please pop them down below. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much for watching.